I skipped the decimals subtraction and addition page because I think you guys can get that on your own. You'll need to use your grid paper or at least have really good handwriting and line everything up. We're going to start with the page that starts with Mrs. Buchanan on the top. I already started this video, but I kind of messed up, so I had to start over. So I'm going to read you the question. Mrs. Buchanan gave her two daughters $5 to share equally at the carnival. How much money will each daughter have to spend? Okay, so my question is, how much money will each daughter have to spend? That's what I should underline. And then my key word was equally. Equally means I'm going to divide. And I'm dividing, the two daughters are dividing $5 equally. And I've got my, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? So I'm going to let you go from there and figure that one out. Remember, on assignment 3, so this is assignment 3, there's also a video brain pop on how to divide and such. So that should help you. Okay? Number 2. Julie is creating a prime and composite number flip book to help her study for an upcoming math test. Which set of numbers would go in the prime section? Okay, so let's review prime numbers. Remember, prime numbers are only, prime numbers are only 1 times themselves. That's it. That's all they have for factors. They don't have any other factors. Nothing can divide into them. That's all they are. So we have to look at the numbers and we have to decide if they are prime or composite. All right, so I would go through every answer choice and determine it. So I'm going to help you with at least the first set of answer choices on F. Okay, so 100. The number 100 on F. I know 10 times 10 is 100, right? I know that I could do 5 times 20. I know that I can do I can do 25 times 4. I know that those are all things that'll work. So I know that 100 is composite. And I also know 150 as well is composite. I can do all kinds of things with that one as well. Okay, I could do 15 times 10. And then 200 is also composite. Okay, so I've checked all my on F. So I'm going to do the same thing for G, H, and J. Okay? So you have to check each number. So what you're going to want to do is set up your factor trees for every number. And I kind of wrote, I would need more paper if I were doing it. Okay? Now, I know for sure that they're all going to be 1 times the number. 1 times 53, 1 times 71, 1 times 97. I'm going to check for 2 to see if 2 goes into any of them. Being good at math, I know that none of these numbers are even. None of them end with a 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 0. So that means 2 will not fit into any of these numbers. So for the number 3, I might have to divide. I might have to take 53 divided by 3. 53 divided by 3. Okay? And then I have to keep checking. I might have to divide 4 and 5 and 6. Unless I know my rules for prime and composite, I might have to do that. Now, let's see. Yeah, I probably could do a lesson on prime and composite. I may end up doing that later this week. But for now, you can do division and you can find them all. Okay? You can also use your multiplication chart if you create your own multiplication chart. And that can help you because you can look at your multiplication chart, look for the number 53 and see if it has more than just 1 times itself. Okay? All right, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that question because that will take some time and I need y'all to work that one out. We could do all of it together, but I want you guys to try, okay? All right, so number 3, which of these expressions has the largest value? I got to work them all out. There's no way I can just look at it and figure it out. So I'm going to start with A. I'm going to work out A with you, and then you can work out the rest. Of course, we're using GEMDAS. So we're going to write the problem. I'm going to put GEMDAS out to the side. I just rewrote my problem. I put GEMDAS out to the side. Remember that I can pause at any time if I need to. All right, do I have grouping symbols? Yes, I do. I'm going to change my pen. I sure do. I have grouping symbols. So I'm going to check off my G. I'm going to underline. And I'm going to do 45 minus 26. Okay? I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to have you do that. But then I'm going to rewrite my problem. I'm going to rewrite my problem. Now, because I solved what was inside my parentheses, I don't need the parentheses anymore. Okay? I don't have exponents because that's for 6th grade. Do I have any multiplication or division? I don't see any. Do I have addition or subtraction? Yes, and I'm going to do it in the order that it comes in. So I'm going to go from left to right like I read. So my next thing that I'm going to work out is going to be whatever I figured out for the first part minus 12. So I'm going to work that out next. Then I'm going to rewrite my problem. And again, I have more subtraction. So I'm going to work out the next section. And then I'm going to rewrite my problem. And then I'm left with the last part of my problem to work out. Now here's the thing, kids. You got to do it for every single answer choice. Okay? So this is going to be for answer choice A. And you're going to have to work out all the rest of them just like that. Just like that, using your GEMDAS. Okay, so it's not an easy fix. It's not going to get done in 2 minutes. You got to do it, okay? All right, let's go to number 4. There are 3 rows of trombone players in the marching bands. Each row contains 6 trombone players. Which equation could be used to find T, the total number of trombone players? Okay, so I'm going to underline my question. I'm trying to find T, the total number of players. Okay, I've got 3 rows of 6 trombones. So 3 times 6 equals T is what I come up with, which is different from my answer choices. Or is it? Let me see. Does it continue? Okay, so I do have more over here. So that's basically what I did. So you need to find the answer choice that matches what we did. Okay. All right, let's go on to number 5. Maya's paycheck came with a pay stub shown below. Use the information from the pay stub to answer any questions that follow. So we're going to go through the paycheck and look at all the information that they had there. It's a lot. It's a lot of information. So she works at Walters Water World. This is check number 9732, and this is her earnings statement or her paycheck. Her name is Maya Randolph. They have her social security number. They have the dates which she was paid, and it was from June 9th to June 20th of 2014. And they paid her on June 27th. Her gross pay, she worked 38 hours, 38.25 hours. She gets $10.90 an hour. So her total gross pay is like just before anything taken out. Okay? So gross pay is before anything comes out. Okay. So she got, her total gross pay was $416.93. Okay. Then we go to her deductions. That's the things that they take out of your check before you even get your check. Okay. All of us have this. Your parents have it. Grandma, if she works, has it. Your teachers, they all get things taken out of their check before they even get their check. Okay. So the deductions are federal tax, which she paid $11.91 on this pay period. Then if you'll notice, it has a YTD. That's year to date. Okay, so we're going to circle that, and I'm just going to put year to date so that y'all know that that's what that means. Okay. Oops. Technical difficulties, sorry. All right, so just so you know, this right here is what was taken out on this paycheck. This is how much has been taken out for the whole year. Okay. All right, so on her year to date for taxes, she had $23.82 taken out. Her state taxes, this paycheck, she had $17.27 taken out. For the entire year, she had $34.54. Social Security, that's what we pay into for when we retire. Some places have different things, but Social Security is like a federal thing that we all pay into so that when we retire, we can get money. What she paid this time was $27.40. What she has paid throughout the whole year has been $54.80. Medicare is also something we pay into for when we get older, and it's supposed to help with paying for health care. So she paid $6.03 this payday, and then for the whole year she paid $12.06. All right, now we're going to go down to the bottom line. The current amount of her paycheck with her deductions is The current amount of her paycheck without deductions is $416.93. So I'm going to circle that in brown because that was our gross amount. Then her deductions were $62.61. So I circled that in a different color to show that that was the deductions. So her net pay, this is how much she gets after everything's taken out. After deductions is $354.32. Okay. Her year-to-date earnings, that's another year-to-date. I've got it in orange. It's $833.86. So that's how much money she's earned for the whole year. And her year-to-date deductions, that's how much money has been taken out of her check before she even sees it, is $125.22. Her year-to-date net pay, that's how much she's actually taken home for the whole year, is $708.64. So I just kind of color-coded. Remember, if you need to pause it, go for it. Just pause it, copy everything down, do what you need to do. So have your parents screenshot it maybe. If you pause it, you can screenshot it. Okay. So now we have only one question. We had all that work and we only have one question, but that's okay. That's okay. That happens. All right. Which statement correctly describes Maya's gross pay? What did we say about gross pay? It's before anything comes out, so I'm going to write that. Anything comes out. Okay, so I just wrote before anything comes out. Okay? All right. So we're going to read through the answer choices and see which one matches. A, Maya's gross pay reflects her earnings after taxes. B, Maya's gross pay is reflected in her current deductions. C, Maya's gross pay reflects her earnings before taxes. D, Maya's gross pay is less than her net pay. Okay, so you should be able to figure that out from the notes that we wrote. All right, number 6 is another one of those that we need to figure out whether it's prime or composite, so you need to work all of these out. If you have a multiplication chart, use your multiplication chart. Use your multiplication chart. If you don't have one, make one. Okay? If you don't have a multiplication chart, make it. Because these numbers are small enough that you can look inside your multiplication chart to see if they show up more than they show up in your multiplication chart. If they show up in your multiplication chart, that means they are composites. Okay? All right, number 7. That's the last question. Roasted peanuts are 3 bags for $2.25 at the ballpark. How much does 1 bag of peanuts cost? So I'm going to underline how much does 1 bag of peanuts cost. So we have to divide because we're trying to find out how much 1 bag costs when they bought 3. So the 3 bags, $2.25, we're just going to set it up just like this and divide by 3. We're going to do, does Donald sell cheeseburgers raw? Okay. And you're going to work that one out. Okay. All right. So that finishes lesson number 2, week 1. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm wrong. We have a couple more pages. This is a long lesson. All right. So we do have quite a few more here. All right. So this was assignment 3. And we're still working. So we still have 1 more page to go. And then I'll be working on assignment 4 either today or tomorrow, I suppose. So if you want to wait for my video lessons and your parent says it's okay, that's fine to do because we still have Thursday and Friday to get everything done. And you have your ELA, you have social studies, which we've already done. And so you should have plenty to do. Okay? And of course you can read all the time. Okay. Number 8, look at the 3 expressions below. Okay, they have 16 plus 8 divided by 4 times 2. They have 24 divided by 4 times 2. And they have 16 plus 8 divided by 8. All right, so basically the answer choices are asking, expression 3 has the smallest value. So you have to tell me whether that's true or false. Expressions 2 and 3 have the same value. Expression 1 has the largest value. And expressions 1 and 2 have the same value. So we'll work out expression 1. I'm just going to call it EX1. We're going to write the problem. We're going to write Gem does. Okay. All I did was write the problem, put my Gem does. You're going to have to do that for all 3 expressions. All right, so my very first thing I'm going to ask, is there any grouping symbols? No. Are there any exponents? No. Is there multiplication or division? Yes. There's division that comes first. So I'm going to do 8 divided by 4 first. Then I'm going to rewrite my problem. Of course, you're going to work that out. 8 divided by 4. You can look down. You should have already done your multiplication chart at this point because I've asked you to. So you look down your 4 row for 18. I'm sorry. You look down your 4 row for 8 and go up. And that'll tell you what the answer is. Okay? All right. So then do we have any other multiplication or division? Yes. Whatever we got for our answer times 2. And I'm going to rewrite my problem. And you see how I just bring everything straight down so that way I don't forget? See how that's lined up evenly? And if I were actually working these out as I go, I would also have lined them up more. So I just did my multiplication and division. I have no more multiplication and division. Do I have addition or subtraction? Yes, right here. I'm going to work that out. And then I get my answer for expression number 1. So I can write my answer for expression number 1, and then I'm going to work out expression 2 and 3. Remember, you're pausing as you go, working on your problems. So this is going to take you much longer than what I'm teaching, but that's okay. Okay, number 9. Megan collects stamps. She keeps her stamps in a book that can hold 16 stamps on each page. She has 98 pages full of stamps and 14 pages that are only half full. How many stamps does Megan have? Whew, this has got a lot of work in it. A lot of work. So we want to know how many total she has. All right, so her book that she has can hold 16 stamps on each page. So I'm going to write I'm going to just put Megan's book. Megan book. I'm going to put 16 stamps. Okay? So she can do 16, one page is 16 stamps. She has 98 pages that are full. So I'm going to do 16 times 98, because that's her full stamps, right? Or full pages. Then I have to figure out, so I have to work that out. Then she has 14 pages that are only half full. So I need to figure out what is half of 16. So I'm going to go ahead and help you with that. If you have your multiplication chart, you're going to look down your 2 row, look for 16. You're going to go up, and you're going to have 8. So half a page is 8 stamps, and she has 14 of those. So you have to work that out. You're not going to be able to work it out right here. You're going to have to work it out on paper, line everything up, make sure it works. So you're going to add the full pages plus the half pages to get your answer. It's going to look like that. Make sure you pause so you can get everything copied down. Okay. All right, let's go on to number 10. Which of these expressions does not have the same value as 11 minus 6 times 3 plus 2? We're going back to GEMDAS again. I'm going to help you do the problem that's in the question, and we're looking for the answer that is false. We're looking for the answer that is false, but first we're going to work out our problem that's in our problem. And then you're going to have to work out answer choice F, G, H, and J to see which one does not equal what we've worked out. So I'm going to write my problem. I'm going to write my GEMDAS. Okay. Nothing exciting there, just rewrote my problem so I have room to work, wrote my GEMDAS. Do I have grouping? Yes, I have grouping. I'm going to do my first set of grouping. I'm going to rewrite my problem. I have another grouping, so I'm going to work that out and rewrite my problem. Okay, and whatever answer I get, that's my answer to my first problem, my question. All right, last question, number 11. I'm going to let you guys do that on your own, but I am going to read the question to you. What is the value of the expression 48 divided by 8 minus 4 plus 2? Okay, you have some grouping in there. You have lots of GEMDAS goodies, so make sure that you're doing your GEMDAS work. All right, that'll do it for this lesson, and I will see you guys later. Bye.